So I thought today we would talk about the basically the saving of money. And I talked the other day about coffee and how you could save money. And if you spent $5 a day on coffee, that adds up to like $1,800 a year. Okay, so the thing I talked about there was to try not to give your money away. And one of the things I'll talk about here real quickly is that it's like, how many jobs do you have? How many people do you work for? And you might say, I have one job, just one, maybe two, part time. I know a young woman who has two. So if you think about this, when the question is asked you, how many people do you work for? One or two is not the answer. So we have the rent or a house payment, car payment, utilities, cell phone, food, and anything that you need to buy other than that, and repairs. So you're working for 5 to 10 different people, and you need to save your money so you can pay them, and that's your problem. So what we're going to roll into here is, what can $3 a day do for me? Just $3 a day. So like, if you gave, I'm going to use the example of giving up coffee, making it at home on my other video. And so if you look at investing $3 a day every year, and that would be about $1,200 a year total. And after 40 years at 6%, which is exactly what I look at is a good at low, good real low, realistic average that you could obtain in the stock market. So at 6% over 40 years, you would have $170. $170,000. Okay. So think about that. $170,000 for $3 a day. Now, it doesn't really matter what your age is if you start at 18 or even younger or older, because we can work until at this current time. I've talked about this. Social Security, you can take it at 62, but you take a pretty big hit on how much you get from the government. And I always use this example. You get $1,500 a month at 62. If you wait till 67, you get $2,500 a month. And if you wait 3 more years, you get about $3,500 a month. Of course, it depends on how much you put in Social Security, and that's going to be the formula. But if you start thinking about this, about how much money it is that you're talking about, $3 a day, which is $90 a month. I think I could find $90 a month to have $170,000 in 40 years. And because you're really going to want to go places and travel, and I always talk about, like, during your youth, don't buy things. Don't don't buy things, because it's maintenance, it's insurance. Like right now, my wife and I have one car. And when I was working for the company, I had a company car. And I said, "What do we do after that?" And she said, "Why don't we just keep one car? We're either together or one of us goes somewhere and comes back." And so we just have one car. And I have a motorcycle, but I'm trying to sell that because it's insurance, maintenance, not a lot, and then I don't need it. I'd rather have the money to spend on something like travel. So that's where I wanted to go with that, is to give you an upshot of what just $3 a day can do. And if you look at that, that's a good start. Now, what would I recommend having for retirement? I would probably recommend trying to go for $2 million. Okay. Now you go, oh my gosh, that's going to be, $30 a day, or let's see, 10 times that. It'd be 1.7 million. That's $30 a day. That's 900 a month. That's almost 1,000 a month. I can't afford that. No, no, you can't right now, unless you have the job for it. And so that's going to be what my next video is going to be about, is what you can do for a job to get there. So this is all I'm going to go over today. And always like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and then please tell someone about this channel to help them also become a millionaire for retirement. And the funny story about this is that I'll tell you today is, most people say they can do it, that I will. and that I can handle $3. But how do you handle the $3? So the funny story is people say, oh, I can do that, but they don't do it. And I've seen people go for 10 years and then go, oh, I should have done that. Don't be one of those people that puts it off and doesn't do anything. Do it now. And like I can in my link, it shows Fidelity Roth IRA. Start it now. And if you're talking $3 a day, that's $90 a month. If you don't want to put in that much, start 10, 20, raise it up. And if you get a better job that pays more, put more into your retirement fund. And one of the notes I will say, you do need to have some liquid cash on you, like a savings account. So if something blows up, like your transmission in your car blows up, then you have the money to fix it. You don't have to worry about it, or you need mechanical work, which they do. And we'll talk about that later. All right, thanks for watching. See you later.